Yo guys, welcome back. A brand new video. Today we're going to be doing week 16 picks, okay? First game we get into is the Redskins versus the Titans. Ryan Kerrigan, Daron Payne, Jonathan Allen, their defensive line, Matthew Unitas and everything, I believe that they can stop Derrick Henry. And Marcus Mariota is probably going to have to run a lot. It's not really going to be a passing game because it's not really going to be a passing game. Redskins, the only way that they're going to win this game is if they run it. I believe they could get the passing game going just a little bit. And so can the Titans. I have the Redskins winning. I have the Redskins winning 18 to 16. Ravens versus the Chargers. Now, Ravens, they lose this game, they're out of the playoffs. They're not out, but they're going into the wild card. If the Titans lose this game, they're possibly going into the playoffs. Ravens versus the Chargers. Ravens defense is going to be unstoppable for Phillip Rivers, Melvin Gordon, everything. But even though it's going to be unstoppable, the Ravens quarterbacks are definitely not going to be able to cover Keenan Allen, those people, those guys. Chargers defense had really rushed a lot. Lamar Jackson has to run the ball constantly. If the Chargers score, they run out the clock. He has to run. He's not going to have a great passing game because you got free. He can try to throw, but he can get in the pocket and try to throw. I have the Chargers winning 28-26. Next game, Texans versus the Eagles. Texans don't really need this game. The Eagles really do need. The Eagles need this, or they're doomed. The Eagles' offensive line is one of the best in you can't take down, even though you have J.J. Watt, everybody. They're probably going to have to double team Alshon Jeffrey. And you can't move the ball because they're going to move the ball a lot. And you can't even rush them even a bit because they have one of the best offensive lines in the game. Even the Eagles, the Texans' offensive line has been struggling a lot. If they don't fix it, they're likely going to get. But Deshaun Watson moves in the pocket around a lot. A lot. And I get he can move around in the pocket, but literally, they're going to probably be double teaming. They're probably going to be double teaming DeAndre Hopkins. I'm going to take the Eagles winning this 26-23. Packers versus the Jets. Packers not doing very good, but not their best. I actually like their new coach. Jets, Sam Darnold, everything. They almost got a win last Saturday. Now, you're versing this Packers team, and they really don't have a rushing defense. But the Packers have a pretty okay coverage. The Packers are probably not going to be able to cover Robbie Anderson or Quincy Enunwa. Sam Darnold's probably not going to even move around in the pocket, only like a little bit. And then you have Leonard Williams. Packers' offensive line needs to get better. But then you have the Jets cornerbacks. Especially that free safety, Jamal Adams. You cannot stop him. You cannot. He's probably going to be covering Devontae Adams, and they're going to get nowhere. They're honestly going to get nowhere. The Packers are going to get nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. And so are the Jets. I have the Jets winning 21-10. Next game, the Bills versus the Patriots. The Bills, Josh Allen. I actually think he is a great quarterback. I think they would have went into the wild card if he didn't get injured. And one of the most greatest wins that the Bills had was in Week 3 versus the Vikings. It's not a chance that they're going to pull that off against the Patriots. The Patriots still have Josh Gordon, though, but what are the Patriots going to do about this? The Bills' offensive line, oh my gosh. It is fine, but when why in the heck did they release Richie Inigo or something? That's his name? I don't even know. But the rest of their offensive line is okay, but it's been struggling a lot. And also, this Patriots defensive line has been struggling as well. It depends if they will rebound and take a couple sacks. Might not. Josh Allen usually will run around in the pocket a lot. Sometimes will run. I remember on Week 3 him running a touchdown. Touchdown, Josh Allen! In Week 3 against that victory against the Vikings. The only, what's his name? Jerry Hughes. He's probably going to sack Tom Brady a lot because this offensive line, both offensive line has been struggling back to back. These Bills cornerbacks are very amazing. It's probably going to be hard to cover Julian Edelman. They're probably going to have to double team Gronk. I remember in Week 13, the Bills picking off Rob Gronkowski in the game. Micah Hyde, one of their greatest cornerbacks that they have. Trent Murphy, pretty decent. But the defense is gonna contain, but they're probably gonna contain a couple scores. I take the Patriots winning 24-14. Next, we have the Vikings at the Lion. Oh my gosh. We have the Vikings at the Lions, 1 o'clock on Fox at Sunday. Vikings, who are 7-6-1, they usually didn't play like that. 41-17. Dalvin Cook, like really? With freaking Cameron Wake? How? How the heck did they win that game? I don't get it. Lions haven't been doing that well constantly. LeGarrette Blount is going to have trouble running. The Lions offensive line has been struggling. I take the and the Lions defense can't cover Stephon Diggs or Adam Thielen. It's possible, but the only person that could cover them is Glover Quinn. And the Vikings, they fixed up their offensive line a little bit, but still not doing as good as they want it to be. I take the Vikings winning 27-13. Next, we have a 1 o'clock game on Sunday. The Buccaneers versus the Cowboys. Probably Jameis Winston is playing this game. A shootout last game versus the Saints, I believe. He actually did really good versus the Cowboys. I can tell you. They got Jason Pierre-Paul. They got that good linebacker. I don't even know its name. Quan Alexander. They got Brent Grimes. This is obviously going to be hard. Ezekiel Elliott's not going to be able to run. Dak Prescott is not going to be able to throw that ball that good. Cowboys defense is definitely not going to be able to cover them. Not be able to cover Mike Evans and Deshaun. They could cover Deshaun Jackson. The Cowboys defense is probably going to shred the Buccaneers offensive line because they've been struggling again. I take the Buccaneers winning this 19-15. This is going to be a really tough game. Next, we have the Bengals versus the Browns. Now, the Browns need to win this game to possibly maybe get into the playoffs. Now, this is one chance. Now, we have the Bengals. Probably Jeff Driscoll did amazing last week against the Raiders. You should have saw that. 35-14. Bengals offensive line has been struggling. Myles Garrett probably going to sack them a lot. The Browns cornerbacks probably going to allow maybe 100 yards or so, 200 yards or so. The Bengals, I forget their good players on the defense, but the Browns have been doing amazing on offensive line. I can tell you that. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. Accidentally hit a button. I'm going to take the Browns winning this 23 to 12. Next up, we have the Falcons versus the Panthers. Now, Falcons lost against the Packers. Now, Cam Newton hasn't been doing that well. The loss that knocked him out of the playoffs was to the Browns. I'm gonna say this is a tie. I'm gonna say, actually, yeah, this is a tie. I think it will be tied 27 to 27. I think it will be a tie. Next up, we have the Jaguars versus the Dolphins. Now, this is going to be hard for the Dolphins to advantage this with all the pass rusher, and their offensive line has been struggling a lot. As they have been struggling a lot. Also, the Dolphins' defensive line is amazing. Their secondary, amazing. I take the Dolphins winning this 20. I think the Dolphins win this 30 to 18. Next up, we have the Giants versus the Colts. Now the Colts offensive line has got better, but really going to be hard to cover Odell Beckham Jr. And I think the Giants pull up an upset 21 to 17. Next up, we have the Bears at the 49ers. I have the Bears winning this game 27 to 20. Now we have the Rams versus the Cardinals. I have the Rams winning 34 to 22. Next up, we have the Steelers against the Saints. Saints have been doing amazing. Offensive line has been great. Defense has been great. Everything has been great. Steelers have been doing okay. Need to be better. Secondary need to get better. Joe Hayden getting old. They're probably going to draft Julian Love, I imagine. I had the Saints winning 35. I have the Saints winning 35 to 10. Next up, we have Next up, we have the Chiefs versus the Seahawks, if I can even get to it. Next up, we have the Chiefs versus the Seahawks. The Chiefs has been struggling for the past few games. I think they'll rebound. I think Chiefs win 21 to 16. Next up, we have the Broncos versus the Raiders. I have the Broncos winning this. 36 to 22 to 20. And guys, that is it, and that will be the video. I hope you guys liked and subscribed, and I will see you in the next video. Peace!